Boo! What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new edition of Opinionate. My name's Murphy, and today I'm going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 7 premiere. Now, if you haven't yet seen the episode, or if you're behind on Season 6, then there is a major spoiler warning. Also, I'm going to be talking about what happens in the comics, so there's potential spoilers for upcoming episodes on the show. Now, first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room here. After 6 months of waiting, we finally found out who Negan was going to kill, and it was... So that point of view shot at the end of Season 6, the character who had their head bashed in but we didn't see, was Abraham, and I thought he was an okay choice. He wasn't the best character, he wasn't the worst. He has been on the show for a while, since Season 4, so he is a character who we got used to being there, who we got to know quite well. Of course, what didn't disappoint was the brutality of the death that we saw. Fans of the comic books will know just how brutal Negan can be, and fans of the TV show who haven't read the comics were promised this big bad character who was really going to ruin people's day. And yeah, just the way he went about it, I feel really did deliver. It was very squeamish. It's not something you want to watch while you're eating your dinner, but it did live up to what was going on in the comic. But it didn't stop there, no. As the scene continued on, then everybody's favourite redneck Daryl jumped in and did the exact thing that Negan asked everybody not to do. I was on the edge of my seat. I was there like, holy shit, getting ready to riot. And then all of a sudden, Negan just unleashed on Glenn. If you've read the comic books, then you'll know that it was Glenn who died in those pages. He was hit over the head with Lucille. And it was done pretty much in the exact same way, almost like his death, the shots, the way Negan stands over him as he's dying, is all pretty much identical. So it was good to have that, and it was shocking to have 2 deaths on there. But finally, after 6 months, we got an answer. And overall, it's not the most surprising, it's not the most heartbreaking, but it is something that has that impact that the comic books had, and it's something that this scene needed. So just on that little bit of the episode alone, I think it delivered. After the episode, I went online to check some of the reviews, to check out what people thought about the episode. One opinion that I found that, as I thought about it more, I was like, yeah, that's a really valid point, which is about the fake-out death in Season 6. Of course, there was a period last season where we thought Glenn had died there, and they were saying it was more emotional, more well done, the scene where we thought he died, than his actual death. A good point to bring up is, you know, this is a character we've known since Season 1, and we had a better fake death than we did for his real death, if you want to have something a bit more dramatic. Moving on to the rest of the episode, one problem I did have with it was the pacing. The episode was hitting over the same point over and over again, a little bit like Lucille, and that was Negan trying to get the point across to Rick that he was now in charge. But it just took the rest of the episode. It took 45 minutes, you know. Negan killing 2 of Rick's people didn't get that message across, and to me, that doesn't quite make sense. In the comics, he tells Negan he's going to kill him, and then Negan just beats the crap out of him, and then that's it. It's all said and done. More on the positive side of things, I really wanted to see more of Jeffrey Dean Morgan play Negan. We only really got to see about 11-12 minutes of him at the end of Season 6. And the good thing about this episode was we really did get to see a lot more of him, and he did not disappoint. Negan is a bastard, and that is the point. He's meant to be a right git, but he's also meant to be quite entertaining to watch. He's meant to be this engaging character who is actually quite funny. There was a moment in the episode, I can't remember what line it was, I laughed at something he said and then felt bad for laughing because he just killed 2 characters. It just makes me excited to see more of Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performance, because there is a hell of a lot more of Negan to come if the comics is anything to go by. All in all, was it the best season premiere we've had for the show? I'm going to say no. It wasn't a weak episode by any point. Like the character deaths that we had, they were good, but they weren't mind-blowing, no pun intended. We also got to see a lot more of Negan, which is good. And we also got to see Rick's group in a vulnerable position, which they haven't been for a long time. So I think that's going to make the next few episodes and perhaps the next season a lot more interesting to watch. I really enjoyed the episode, but what do you guys think? Do you think that this was the best episode we've ever had? Or do you think this is the point where the show has finally jumped the shark? Write your comments down below, tell me what you think, give us a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Until next time. Boo!